Hello everybody, Terry back again with another video. Yeah guys, today's videos is gonna be about the match, that hyped match that never was so excited to watch, to be quite honest. It was between Tsitsipas versus Medvedev. It was straightforward victory for Stefanos Tsitsipas. Medvedev never was in this match. Tsitsipas, he was just too consistent, too solid, too good. And he really never was in trouble. He was in cruise control from the first point to the last point. He was really... He was in the lead. He won the first set 6-3, was up in the lead in the second 3-1. Then Medvedev, he came back, took that break back in the second set that Tsitsipas had. And actually, Medvedev actually had 2 set points in that toward the end of the second set. But Medvedev didn't take those set points opportunities that he had. One with a really bad return, with a backhand return, I believe, and then the other one he hit a forehand. He did the unforced error with his forehand. And then in the third set, Medvedev was a break up, but he couldn't hold that break. Tsitsipas braked back, and then Tsitsipas braked for the second time in the third set in that 12th game and won the third set 7-5. So Tsitsipas, he comes through, wins the first set 6-3, wins the second 7-6, wins the tiebreak 7-3, and wins the third set 7-5. Look guys, I completely analyzed this match wrong. I thought that Medvedev will have the slightest edge here. I thought he will come through 5 sets when I did my preview. That was a completely wrong prediction. I should never have changed my pick from the start of the tournament when I said that Tsitsipas will go to the final. And I've backed up Tsitsipas in all of his matches, in all of his 4 matches, besides when he faced Medvedev earlier today, or I should say earlier tonight. I thought that Medvedev will serve better, will return better, will be more solid from a baseline, will break down Tsitsipas' backhand. And in the end, he will just frustrate Tsitsipas, and Tsitsipas will not be able to hit through Medvedev's enormous defensive skills that Medvedev can have. Because we all know when Medvedev pushes that don't miss button, it is not easy beating him. But what we forget, and I am one of them, and you two are one of them too, I believe. When Medvedev pushes that don't miss button, he's super dangerous. But when Medvedev pushes that miss button, he's not super dangerous. And it was that button he pushed in this match, that miss button. Because Medvedev, he can have patterns, guys, where he does a lot of unforced errors. He doesn't have that much net clearance with his strokes. He has such flat strokes. So if he doesn't time the ball right, if he doesn't hit the ball right, if he doesn't have a clean hit, if he doesn't hit the ball with the right timing, he does a lot of errors, and he for sure did in this match. 44 unforced errors, my friends, Medvedev did in this match. And if you compare that with Tsitsipas, who did 24 unforced errors, so Medvedev does 20 more unforced errors than Stefanos Tsitsipas. And if you look at the winners, Medvedev does only 31 winners, Tsitsipas does 33 winners. So Tsitsipas does more winners than Medvedev. Tsitsipas does much less unforced errors than Medvedev. The winners department, Tsitsipas does only 2 more winners than Medvedev. So that is okay. He doesn't do 10 or 15 more winners than Medvedev. 2 more winners only. But the unforced errors, 24 Tsitsipas, 44 Medvedev. Medvedev does 20 more unforced errors than Stefanos Tsitsipas. And if you look at the serve points won behind first serves, Tsitsipas wins 73% behind his first serves won. 73%. Medvedev only 60%. If you look second serve points won, Tsitsipas wins 75. For God's sakes, Tsitsipas wins even more points behind second serves compared with first serves. 75%, 75 points won behind second serves. Tsitsipas is winning compared with Medvedev, who wins 60. So Medvedev wins 60% points won behind both first serve and second serve. Tsitsipas, 73% behind winning points behind first serves, 75% behind winning points behind second serves. And if you look at the returns, Medvedev was returning horribly this match. I don't remember when I have seen Medvedev return this badly. Medvedev is a better returner than Tsitsipas in general. For sure not in this match. Tsitsipas was winning on the return points won behind first serves when Medvedev was serving. Tsitsipas was winning 40% on the first return points won. 40%. Tsitsipas was winning behind second return points won. 40%. So Tsitsipas was winning the same kind of numbers, both behind first serve return points won and both behind second return points won. 40%. Medvedev, look this strange number. Medvedev wins 27% behind first serve return points won, 27, and only 22 behind second serve return points won. So Medvedev wins more points behind the first serve return points won. Compare that with second serve return points won. That should never be the case because it is easier returning a second serve than returning a first serve. No, Medvedev, despite that, he won more points on the second return points won than he did on the first serve return points won. But in general, he was not even close as of a good returner as Tsitsipas, who was winning 40% both behind first serve return points won and second serve return points won. Medvedev only 27 behind first serve return points won, and even worse on the and even 27 behind first serve return points won, 27%, and 22 behind second serve return points won, which is really strange. You should never win more points on the returns behind second serves than you do behind first serves, on your opponent's serves, I mean. So Medvedev was returning really horribly. Tsitsipas was getting so many free and cheap points, especially in the first and the second set. Medvedev was not doing a good job on the serve plus points won. He didn't do anything good on the third shot. The third shot, serve, return, and then the third shot. Nothing. Tsitsipas was dominating that first strike tennis, that 0-4 shots battle. Medvedev was not even close in that department on the 0-4 shots battle. Because we all know Tsitsipas has a murderously good forehand. And Tsitsipas, he was not overplaying whatsoever. He was playing with confidence. He was playing with calm. He was playing with... he was composed out there. He didn't look like a... When you saw this match, I cannot believe how this head-to-head has been 6-1 to Medvedev's favor. Now 6-2 after Medvedev losing this match. Because Tsitsipas, he was dominant in everything. He was serving much better than Medvedev. He was returning much better than Medvedev. He was hitting more winners than Medvedev. He was doing less unforced errors than Medvedev. He was superior. Medvedev didn't stand a chance here. Medvedev, look guys, I will make a big call here. I will make a big call here. Medvedev will never win a Grand Slam title. Yeah, you hear it from me first. With that forehand. If he doesn't improve that weak forehand, he will never win a Grand Slam title. Mark my words, he will never do that. He has that, his forehand technique is so bad that when he doesn't time it right, his forehand is a mess. His forehand is a mess. He will hit it long or he will dump it into the net. I don't know how many unforced errors he did with his forehand, but for sure over 20. And his backhand, who is rock solid in general, was horrible as well. He was horrible. He was returning horribly. He didn't even serve good, for God's sakes. Winning only 60% behind first serves. Only 60%. Winning points behind second serve 60% is great. But winning points behind first serve 60%, it is horrible. You should always win over 65 or at least If you win over 70% behind first serves, it is great. But if you cannot win over 70%, if it is too difficult task, then at least try to win over 65% behind first serves. Medvedev didn't do that. He won only 60% behind his first serves points and 60% behind his second serves. A weak performance from Medvedev. Weak, really. Medvedev will never in hell win French Open in his career. He has done a great run to play the quarterfinal. I was completely wrong on analyzing this match. How in hell should I know that Medvedev will be this flat? How in hell should I have known that Medvedev will be this flat? He was a disaster on the court. All credit to Tsitsipas. Man, what a forehand. His serve plus forehands are just impeccable. Nadal's and Tsitsipas' serve plus forehands are the best shots in the world. And that's why I truly believe that these two will face in the final, which I believed at the beginning of the tournament, besides my little mistake when I was against Tsitsipas in this matchup against Medvedev. These two will face in the final. I can't see Zverev beating Tsitsipas. I just can't see it. All credit to Zverev. He came through Davidovich Fokina, but Davidovich Fokina, he was exhausted. He played a first set, a close set against Zverev, and lost that first set 6-4. But in the second and third set, Davidovich Fokina was already in Spain. He was already in Spain. He was not in Paris. Zverev will not have that pleasure against Tsitsipas. Davidovich Fokina doesn't even come close of Tsitsipas' quality as a tennis player. Tsitsipas cannot put away the ball Zverev cannot put away the ball like Tsitsipas can do with Tsitsipas' murderous forehand. When Tsitsipas lands his serve, I don't care which serve, first serve or second serve, he will kill the point immediately. If not on the third shot, for sure in the fourth or fifth or sixth shot. He will kill the point. And he has improved this backhand. Tsitsipas has improved his backhand. I don't know if I've ever seen Tsitsipas backhand this good like I've seen it this year. That's why he won his first Master 1000 title a couple of months ago in Monte Carlo. He would never have won that Monte Carlo title if he has not proved his backhand. And that's why he pushed Rafael Nadal to the limit in that Barcelona final. He had one match point. He should have won that Barcelona final. He should have won that Barcelona final. He was so close. And that's why he will go to that final, Tsitsipas. Zverev, he needs to do his match of his life to take Tsitsipas out. Tsitsipas is looking so composed, so focused, so consistent, so solid. He has improved his serve, especially his spot serving. Tsitsipas was not a good spot server in the past. I have been myself criticized him and said that to be a this long, big dude like that Tsitsipas is, he should find the spots better. He has started to do that. He was spot serving really great against Medvedev. And his returns, my God, he was making all of the returns into the court today in this Medvedev match. He was making all the return into the court. He was dominating the return battle. Medvedev, who is a better returner in general, for sure was not even as close of a good returner in this match against Tsitsipas. He was not even close. This was never a contest, for God's sakes. This was never a contest. Tsitsipas, he breaks serve one time in the first set, one time in the second set, 2 times, and 2 times in the third set. Tsitsipas breaks serve 4 times. And Medvedev breaks serve only 2 times, the second set and the third set. No. This was never a match. This hyped match was never as close as we thought, as we anticipated, as we predicted, as we analyzed. Medvedev, like I said, he's a good player, Medvedev. I'm not gonna give him too much of a criticism here, but his forehand, man, his forehand is not even top 10 in the world. I swear it to you guys. Medvedev's forehand is not even top 10 in the world. I swear, it is not. I don't care that he's the world number 2 in the world. His forehand is for sure not world number 2. In my opinion, his forehand is not even top 10 in the world. But Tsitsipas' forehand, is top 3 in the world. Tsitsipas, Federer, Nadal. Probably the best forehands in the game nowadays. We can take in Berrettini. Berrettini has a murderous forehand as well. So Tsitsipas' forehand is for sure top 5 in the world. For sure top 5 in the world. If not top 3, for sure top 5 in the world. He hits it with such... The thing with Tsitsipas' forehand is, it is so safe shot. He has such great net clearance. He does so much damage even though he doesn't hit it that flat. He hits it with such great net clearance that he can hit it such above the net, and he can do so much damage, both cross court, both down the line, both inside, you name it. And he hits it with such great margins that he doesn't do so many errors with that shot, with his forehand. Compare it with Medvedev. Medvedev has such small margin game. He hits such flat strokes that's why you see Medvedev time to time doing so many errors, and that's why he sometimes fool us, at least me, and we think that he is a ball machine. When he pushes that don't miss button, you cannot hit through him, but we forget that he pushes that miss button as well. And the reason why he pushes that miss button is when he doesn't time the ball right, when he doesn't hit the ball right, when he doesn't hit the ball cleanly, he does a ton of errors. And the reason to that is he doesn't have that net clearance. And the net clearance, the RPM on the ball helps you to take down the unforced errors. Just ask Rafael Nadal, for God's sakes. And Tsitsipas doesn't have as net clearance, he doesn't have as much RPM on the ball as Nadal. Of course, nobody has. Maybe only Casper Ruud, because Casper Ruud has a lot of net clearance as well and RPM on the ball. But Tsitsipas is not that far away from Nadal and not that far away from Casper Ruud as well on the RPM on the ball. He hits the ball with such net clearance, with such big margins, and that's why you don't see him doing a lot of errors. At least not nowadays. He could do more before, but not nowadays. He did only 17 unforced errors against in his 4th round match Tsitsipas, and now he does only 24 unforced errors against Medvedev, because he hits his strokes, both forehand and backhand, especially the forehand shot, with such great margins, with such net clearance. And despite that big margin and net clearance, he still does big damage with that forehand. Why? Because he has firepower. Why? Because he has depth. When you have firepower, when you have depth, and when you have the placement as well, when you find the spots, of course he will do a lot of damage. He doesn't necessarily crack a lot of many winners. He does a lot of winners, yeah, of course, but because a stat that people forget, tennis geeks like me, we look only at the unforced errors, but we should look at the forced errors as well. Tsitsipas, he forces his opponents to do a lot of errors too with his great forehand. He pushes his opponent back right and left with that great forehand that he has, with his serve plus forehand shots. Tsitsipas serve plus forehands are just... If I could say one shot that dominated this match against Medvedev, one particular shot, it was serve plus forehands. Serve plus forehand. If you compare Tsitsipas serve plus forehands with Medvedev serve plus forehands, it is like comparing a lion with a cat. Which is stronger? Is the lion stronger or is the cat stronger? Tsitsipas serve plus forehand is the lion. Medvedev's serve plus forehands is the cat. There you have a big difference, guys. If I could say one thing that was the biggest difference in the match, and of course all the others, the returns, the backhand. Even the backhand was better than Medvedev's in this match. Even the backhand, which Medvedev's backhand usually is rock solid and you never can break it down. But even Medvedev's backhand was horrible in this match. He was doing a ton of errors with his backhand as well. This match was never close. Tsitsipas was in great mode level, in my opinion. Medvedev was in average, horrible mode level. Between average and horrible, that was Medvedev's level. Tsitsipas' level was between great and superior mode. Between great and superior. So it was a big difference. Tsitsipas will go to the final. I'm completely convinced about that, and he will for sure face Rafa Nadal there. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!